Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be filming a Q&A video. It is the very first Q&A video on my channel, so I'm super excited to get started. If you want to see more of these videos, don't forget to hit the like button and don't forget to hit subscribe. So the first question is from Miss Corp, and she asks, how do I get an accounting job if I have zero experience? And my response to that is an internship that doesn't require any experience. I think that's a great way to get your foot through the door. And when you have zero experience and you want to go into a certain field, definitely look to the opportunity rather than the money, because the money will follow afterwards. And also, sometimes it's just a numbers game. So you want to apply to many places so that you have all of the options out there, so then you can choose among the offers that you receive and track where you're applying to, because if you're applying to 100 places, which I've seen people do, it's going to be hard to remember when someone calls you what job you applied for and for what position. So definitely be organized in that process, but it definitely is not impossible to go into the accounting field with zero experience, because there are always internships and entry-level positions. So the next question is from Harry Khan, and he asks, are you married? The answer is no, I am not married. The next question is, do a story on how you got out of public and what you do now in industry. Thank you for your question. I was in public accounting for 6 years, and I did my internship in public accounting. I would say that over the years and as you get older, personally for me, I started to see the value of time. And when I compared that to the amount of time I was spending at work, how much I was getting paid, I realized that I didn't necessarily think it was worth it. So that's when I made the switch to private accounting. Best decision I've ever made. So I'm relatively new in private accounting, but I love it so far, and I have not worked any weekends. Even though busy season just passed, I have not really worked too much overtime, maybe 1 or 2 hours to just tie up some loose ends. What I do now in industry, I am a tax manager. I do a lot of compliance work. Recently I did extensions. I also work through sales tax, VAT, TP, a lot of the other types of taxes that I didn't get to see literally when I was working in public accounting. So I'm learning things that are completely new, and I love that. I love learning. Next question is from Corporately Nicole, and she asked, how did you know it was time to leave your job? The summary, how I knew was when I no longer saw myself in public accounting anymore, because I didn't want to spend all my time and weekends, holidays, working. And it was more of a decision for me to respect my own personal time, and I didn't want to ever become a partner in public accounting. So I always wondered why I was there, for so long. Looking back, I'm glad that I stayed for 6 years. I personally couldn't see myself doing another busy season. I've done about 10 to 11 busy seasons, so I didn't really see myself doing it again for another time. The next question is, how do you establish a good work-life balance as an accountant? I will say that I could not do a work-life balance when I was at Big Four. I didn't really know how to control it, because if you're already working so many hours, like how much hours do you have left to dedicate to your own personal life? I would say once I left Big Four after 4 years, that's when I started to really gain an idea of what it means to have a good work-life balance. So having time to schedule for yourself and to know when to log off and know that it's okay to do that. Asking for time off as well. Knowing that working on weekends is only for emergencies, and really those times are not for the company, but really for you to rest, because you've already given your all within that 5-day work week. And so learning how to set boundaries for yourself, as well as communicating what's going on in terms of when you need to be out of office, all of those things are really great. I would say as I moved up in my career, so from an intern to a manager, and also as I moved from public to private, I have an exponential amount of work-life balance than when I first started off. So definitely had to put in that hours and the work in the very first beginning of my career and a lot of time. But as I grew in my career and as I moved into different sectors, I realized that more and more as time went on, I had greater work-life balance. So it does come with time and experience. Next question is, what are your favorite brands to shop for work clothes? So I actually don't go shopping a lot. The only brand clothing that I really shop at for work and in general that is brand new is Express. Otherwise, I do like thrifting as well. I think it's definitely better for the environment. I actually get decision fatigue when I am shopping because there's just so many selections, and because I don't really know what to buy, I can spend hours without buying anything. So I would say that, long story short, I shop at Express. Otherwise, I wear what I have, or I go thrifting, or a lot of times my sisters would just give me clothes. And so I actually don't budget a lot of money to shopping, and a lot of the times you can find them lightly worn and they are in perfectly great shape. So that's my tidbit on shopping and online shopping. So Nicole says we should do a meetup in the city and vlog it. That would be really fun. I am totally down for a meetup with you, Nicole. So me and you can definitely meet up in the city. How many years of experience do you need to become a CPA, and how much does a new accountant earn a year? So both of these questions actually depend on where you live. So for the number of experience, that depends on what state you want to get licensed in. So that's completely different. I'll link the website that you can search the number of experience that you need and the requirements in order to be licensed as a CPA in that particular state. And then secondly, how much does a new accountant earn a year? I explained it in one of my videos. I will also link down below, but I started off as my base salary of $59,000, and that was like 6 years ago. So it's definitely higher due to inflation. But I also, like I said, made a video about how you can search for that. What is your biggest takeaway from your time in public? My biggest takeaway in public was the experience, the amount of knowledge that I accumulated at my time in public. I definitely do think that they do go overboard with the number of hours, but you do learn so much in public accounting. You pretty much are well equipped to go then into the private sector if that's what you want to do. And so I think the biggest takeaway was mostly the knowledge and experience and skills I accumulated over the times I was at public accounting. So that concludes today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to hit the like button. And if I didn't get to your question, I will respond to you directly, or I will create a part 2. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys later. Bye!